problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a give, right side. Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a huge play that time. 55 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Cody, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On third down, it's Holt, and he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, Cody. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off play action, Cody.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You can look at the Saints' defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
On second down now, it's Holt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Cody. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw.
That is caught. Finding room at midfield.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. They'll try the left side. Holt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, Coney. And his throw is incomplete.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, it's Holt.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
It's Holt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the gun on 3rd down, Cody. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bisons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and inches. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now a give, right side. Holt, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holt. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
3rd and 9 here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Holt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bisons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Good one, able to haul it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Holt, that'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 5, play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.